I'm here.
Can't get you.
What do you mean you can't get me? I'm here. Hello. It says we're live. Oh, Rob can't find us. How are you all this evening? It's Friday again. What happened to the week? Good evening, Marie and Mary and Pat and Vanessa. A good evening to you, Sharon. How are you, mate? Good to see you this evening. Hi, Marg and Kathy. Kathy, you're the one. Yeah, I've got a hot date after the show. Can you tell? I'm all dressed up. Hair's curled. It's always a good sign, isn't it? Sorry, I've got sidetracked now. Oh, Lorraine, good evening. Well, yeah, Lorraine, look, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. It's probably going to be the shortest show this evening, so I'm really happy you're looking forward to it because we've got one tonight, then we're back with another one tomorrow morning. Somewhere, something had to give. So tonight's going to be a short one. I'll be brutally honest, I've got a bit of a headache, so I'm going to keep it short so that I can front up and be really bright and cheery at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's the plan anyway. So who else is here? Hello, Cindy. How are you in Yeovil? Good evening, Lynn, Yvonne, Denise. Good evening to you. Karen's here. Maureen's here. Mel's here. Very glad you're here, Mel. Very glad you're here. Joan, good evening. Oh, who called you last time? Said no one better call me tonight. Well, yeah, actually we should take the phone off the hook here as well. Oh, Avril, hello. Good to see you too. Hello, Deb. Cheryl, hello. Oh, Bernadette, there's a letter. Hang on. Watched Catch Up Show, which was great. Loved the Christmas decorations. Yes, they were pretty fantastic, weren't they? I've got some super ones for you tonight, and then big lot tomorrow. I sort of was edging my bets which way to go because we had 2 shows left. So I've got Deb and Josie. No, I've got Deb in the building tonight actually, and Christine, and then there's a lot tomorrow morning as well. Bunting's in tomorrow morning as well. Bunting, and gorgeous Bunting. So Deb will be back in the morning with her very cool tinsel bunting. And I've got some beautiful work by Meg Lancaster as well tomorrow morning. Thought it was absolutely beautiful. Hi, Janet. Hi, Pam. Catherine, hello. I've packed up yours to come back to you today. So what's going to happen? Hi, Jill. Hi, Lynn. Oh, cheerful. Yeah, that was the whole impression to give you. Wearing the yellow and the green. Pat, I don't want to know about you being in Torquay. It sounds just too good to me. But Andrea's here too. Kristen's here. Deb's in Albury. Oh. I'm still here in Bayside, Melbourne. Yes, but we've popped up the girls tonight. Sorry, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. So, as your decorations come down, they're all being packed up, ready to send back to you. And if you've got an ordering or more, they will most likely come back in that bundle. So it's all that tracking for you with your Prezi from us. That's the plan. So that is my job tomorrow, is to put everyone's presents in with their decorations. Steve will be in with us all weekend filling all of your orders, the Santa sacks, whatever you want to call them. So that'll be really good fun. And so we've got tonight's show tomorrow morning, and then you know what Steve's like. Mum, set the deadline. Okay, 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and he will be here, and he will. All the specials will go, all the special postage will go, it'll be gone. And if you knew my son, he is a man true to his word. It will be gone, absolutely. So, anyway, thank you very much for all your orders today. If you did order today, all the ones till about 3 o'clock are all done, sitting ready to send out on Monday. So that's a bit exciting. And of course, if you put anything else in, they're sitting there ready to go. So, this evening, I'm just going to do a very quick demo for you. As I said, the old head, we don't want it to go to a migraine before tomorrow morning. So I'm going to do a quick demo for you tonight. Let you know what else I've added as extra specials. There's quite a lot now, isn't there? After the whole week, there's heaps in there. What, Yvonne, you won't be able to watch tomorrow morning. Catch it up in the afternoon. Absolutely fine. You're going to go see the Bendigo Craft Fair, absolutely. Oh, Craft Alive, isn't it? At Bendigo. Good for you. Wow. actually out and about at a craft fair. We're going, as you know, to the Morwell one next year in Feb, so that'll be really good. Now, what I do, it's Black Friday. I know it's Christmas, but it's also this thing that they do for merchandising called Black Friday. So I said to Steve, what are we going to do? Have to do something, or everyone will think we've just completely ignored this optimal merchandising opportunity. So my little inspiration for it came from Merle's decoration that we had right at the start of the week, which was this gorgeous little thing. And this is the one I'm going to have a go at making tonight. Now, we've had a few on this week, some beautiful ones, some small ones and some big ones, and I'm going to have a go. So if you haven't made one before, you can watch me make a complete disaster of it in a few minutes. But I got actually a really bit excited because I went and worked out what you needed, well, what you would get and what you would use if you used 4-inch squares to do these points. And then I realised that was really cool, because then I could say to you, applique essential packs, 4 inches wide. I didn't even think about it when I did it. And I think Merle's is a little bit smaller, and we've had some during the week that are a bit bigger. But we're going to do this. And Merle has actually got, in this one, which is the reason I was going to show you, she's got some black. And it's a very, very classy decoration. So I thought, yes, there will be a year when I'm going to go, no red, let's go black and gold. Not yet. Maybe not the year first couple of years I have grandkids or something. You've got to go pretty tradish. But I feel the need maybe for a Christmas Eve black and gold dinner party, you know, that sort of stuff. So that was sort of my inspiration for the Black Friday thing. Now, if you were looking for the Robert Kaufman Christmas pre-cut packs, those 8 fat 8s, they did run out twice today. And every time I go to Steve, no, don't do too many. Just do a few, and then they run out, and so I get in trouble. So I have to cut some more tonight for orders, but they are back up online if you were waiting for them. And I've done a different one, and I've made it extra special price because it is this thing evidently called Black Friday. All I know that happened last Good Friday was Rob and I went out to buy one small electrical appliance, and we went to the Good Guys and we came home with 3, including our flash coffee machine. That's all I really remember about a Black Friday. There you go. So this pack is up. So you've got 8 fat 8s, and instead of it being $26, I've made it $21. They will stay online if we've got any left after tomorrow night at 6, but then they will be $26. So you've got, remember that gorgeous thing that came with those butterfly prints? We've still got the butterfly prints. Oh, I love that. You've got some of my wicker in there. Robert Kaufman. Beautiful 7-berry Japanese. Oh, these gorgeous new marble mists that we got in, Robert Kaufman Fusions, and that's another 7-berry on the top. So that's up on the website now. I do know it's not an infinite number that we can do with these, because 3 of these are really low and we can't get them again. So I think I've got 20 packs. Being honest with you, there are 20 there. All right. So if you want one, feel free to grab one. Now the other things that I put on special tonight, because there was no one here to keep an eye on me. Oh, that's the Robert Kaufman pack if you haven't seen it. Keep an eye on me is naughty things that I shouldn't put on special. There is Under the Australian Sun in here too. And the reason I have to stop putting it on special is from next week, I'm not going to ignore you, but I am going to shift my focus a little bit for a while and focus on the Textile Pantry, on my wholesale business, which I'll still be around up till Christmas, but I need to start doing some work towards next year and reconnecting with all of the shops in Australia properly as a wholesaler. Once I do that, I can't do specials on Under the Australian Sun on my own website. Conflict of interest. True story. Going to be a little bit respectful of that. So I thought we'd sneak some in now, because it's only till 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So I've marked down, this is the multi-gold. So this is good Christmas, for want of a better thing, good Christmas colours, 26 down to 18 till 6 o'clock tomorrow night. You've only got the minimum on that is 1/2 metre, of course, because that's how we sell it on the website. So I've marked that one down. And see, this is what happens when I get left with my website when no one's looking. I've marked my green down just till 6 o'clock tomorrow night. See, that's pretty Christmassy, isn't it? Then I marked down the green leaves. So I won't be doing this again. This is it. So, really naughty. Really, really naughty. I'll put them back up. So green leaves. So they're in there, and you just need to click on that Christmas banner. It says Christmas show features here along the top, and you'll find them all. Or you put the word Xmas into the search window. I bought this one back in because that's the one we were using last night. A couple of people said, can I buy it on its own? Yes, you can. It's right here. It's Robert Kaufman, so it will be under other beautiful fabrics. And it's called Autumn Bouquet. So I'll pop that back up in there. So I don't know if that one's actually marked. It's not under the Xmas stuff, but someone did ask today, can they buy it? And yes, it is there. The other things that I've done is popped the black wicker. Get my double happiness symbols. Oh, sorry. Is that right? Oh no, that way. Up the right way. And because that's the right way they go up. So that's on special as well. That is in the Fat 8th pack. And I've popped Gold Fairy Frost on special because Christmas is kind of not complete without some Gold Fairy Frost. So this isn't the amber one. We had the amber one on special a couple of weeks ago. This is the true gold one. So that's on special. And I've left from earlier in the week, remember we've got the fans on special as well. And I wanted to just put them up. To show you again, they are in that Fat 8th pack. But they kind of look very nice with the gold, with the old Gold Fairy Frost. Although we've come a long way, because we've had Gold Fairy Frost probably from way back at the start. And, you know, a lot of other things came after that. Robert Kaufman, Metallic Fusions. There's been lots of additions. But it's nice to go back and use something when you haven't used it for quite a while. I suppose that's what I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness, what did I miss? Joe's watching from work. Pat, depending on which way you look at it. Yes, we are lucky to have him working for us, but he is also on the books. He needs the job, and it's very, very nice having the kid work in the business. It is lovely. Phil will be over tomorrow as well. We'll all be here because then Rob and Phil will be editing and publishing what we filmed last weekend for you to show you in December, which will be nice. Donna, it is very clever, and I'll show you how to do it. Oh, hello from Jill, Levi, Aurora, and Daisha. Is that how you say that, Jill? From Daisha. Meg, have you really got a yeah, you do have a goth sister. I've forgotten about that. So she does black and silver. See? You girl after Cass's heart. She'd love that. Hello, Fiona in the UK. How are you? Oh, Joe. So you've done your orange peel. My house today smells amazing because we packed off all of the spice packs to send out with the mail. And I actually went out for a while and I walked back in and I was a bit disappointed because it sort of smelt like I'd been cooking gingerbread and spiced biscuits for Christmas. And no, we'd been packing off the spice packs. So that was a bit funny. All right, good evening, Jenny. Good to see you. All right, now I'm going to pop this back up here. So they're all the extra ones that I've put on special today for you. All right, so they're all up. The other thing that arrived really late in the day, and I will fix up the stock. I've done some of it, but I'll do it again in the morning. We had a big order from Sewline arrive. It should have been here a week ago. It got a little bit lost, went on a holiday. So we've got all the trio pens, all the click trio pens from Sewline here. But we only had green, so I've got in pink, white, blue and black, and I've got a couple of them up tonight, but I will show them to you in the morning, and we'll do a little special. So it's just worth checking your stash in your sewing room tonight just to see if you do need any extras to stash and stock up for Christmas. So I'll put these back up here. There we go. Yes, so yeah, I'll be next week. What I'm going to do next week for you is we'll probably stick with this thing where when I'm ready I will buzz you on Facebook and let you know that we're going to do a live show, because I've got to get more deadlines for fabric, more things that I need to get done towards next year that have to happen now, so that they are ready. And there's a lot of editing of patterns. We've done a lot of work. So I think what I'll do is, when I know that I'm about ready, I will give you a buzz on Facebook and say, girls, we'll do 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, or we'll do 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So you've got plenty of time, but you know, you can watch it afterwards. You don't have to watch it at the same time. Okay, so I've got some gorgeous, as I said, decorations to show you, but let's just have a look at this little decoration. I think we'll risk this and see if it'll work for us. Right. So pop that over there. That's Merle's card, so I know the exact place that I'm returning her decoration to. Mel lives in Rosebud. I don't think she'll mind me telling you that. What's wrong? No, Flick, you haven't missed anything. Stock take, there are 4 more minties missing off the wreath from last night though. Oh, genuine orange? Oh, that's not, hang on, where are you all? Rainy Sydney. Is it really? No rain here. It was very, very nice. Look, it's weird weather at the moment. Okay, now, I'm just going to stick that there. You don't need to know about that yet. All right, this beautiful little thing here has inside it, for want of a better word, a circular pin cushion. Now, I've learnt a bit already with having an experiment with this today. And if you have made one of these, you're going to find this very frustrating, because you'll go, Lisa, that's not how you do it. But you know me, self-taught all the way. I actually did enough to make 4, but I'll get one. We'll start one off tonight just so you can see what happens. Right, so you've got to make yourself a little circular. And I've been thinking about what other shapes that we could do. Heavens! 72 mils of rain last night. Cindy, are you sitting in a boat? What happened? Oh my goodness. All right, we need to make one of these. So I sort of did my maths on what size I needed this to be in terms of the diameter. And I worked my way back from 4-inch squares. And as I said, I got a bit excited because I decided to go with 4, and then I realised all these packs, like I could just put those 2 together to do that. Too easy. So, I suppose you could use all your Christmas scraps too. So that is a 4-inch square, and I have just pressed them in half twice on the diagonal. So you go zoom, zoom, zoom. I did have my little banana thought in the middle that I thought you could go to here, and then Deb and everyone else that's got their bananas, you could get your decorative stitches and be scooting down here and have beautiful decorative stitches would be on that side, so that when you fold it over you've got a different pattern happening here on the fold, and then it would sit in here. So there could be work to be done with very plain fabrics and decorative stitches as well. So I've made, because I counted yours, Merle, and I think you've got about 15 in this one. So I think I've done 8 of each. 2, 4, 6, 8. I've got 10 of that one. Heavens, I've got 8 of this one. So I thought I would just alternate mine, whereas Mel's done 3 different colours and just run them through right round. So once I'd worked out the size of these I wanted to do, then it was a case of folding and getting an idea of the diameter that I need, or the radius, probably the radius, the diameter. So you know, you can imagine you've got a circle and you want this triangle to actually wrap around it and come into the middle. So that's what I did, just to work it out, what I wanted. And now this one might be a little bit too big, but I'm going to show you how it's done and you'll be off and running. I then went looking for the right diameter, because mine's bigger than Merle's. So I went to the cupboard, I found a glass, and I did laugh at myself because I knew that I needed one that was 3. I wanted one that was about 3.5, and I found a glass that was 3.25, and then I was stressing it wasn't the right size, right? So such a nuff, because all you do, if you find a circle that, say, is a 1/4 inch bigger or a 1/4 inch smaller, or just, you know, almost close to what you want, just draw it on anyway, and then when you sew, just don't sew on the line. Sew that extra bit, that extra 1/4 inch inside or the extra 1/4 inch outside, so that you get the actual shape you want. As long as you've got the shape of the circle, you're fine. So I also didn't cut my circle out. I just kept it in 2 squares, and I actually sewed right round like this. Then I trimmed it back. Now, here's my thing. Do as I say, not as I do. I actually did what I always do. I turned it right side out. And I probably could have done a little bit better. It's a bit puffy. And probably take a little bit more out, actually. I stuffed it too much. But I got the pinking shears, did all of that, and turned it right side out. I don't actually know that you need to turn it right side out. The ones that I've seen before, and the ones that I bought back of Maria's from Española, from Spain, hers were turned out the right way. But I don't know that you actually need to. I think you could almost whip around with an overlocker or a zigzag stitch and then stuff it, because you're not going to see this edge. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you actually, I don't think you need to. So anyway, I put a hole in the middle, so I sewed right round, and then I nicked on one side. I turned it right side out with my forceps, gave it a press, and then I've just stuffed it with cushion stuffing. And I just have my little hole here, so I'm just sewing up my hole across here. Now, I thought it would probably be better not to leave the gap to turn it through, if you're going to have a gap, on the edge, because it would be hard to get it round. So I chose to do this in the middle, but it may actually be harder to deal with once I start sewing into the center. Now, if you are going to Craft Alive this weekend in Bendigo, you're down here and you're going to head off, I would love to hear what you think afterwards. Shoot me an email. I'm being a bit of a devil asking, but I would love to know, because it's sometimes, I know it sounds silly, but it's sometimes hard to find out, because, you know, if I've got mates there that are working, some of them will be really busy and some of them won't, and that's just pot luck on who goes to the show and who likes their stuff and who doesn't. And you know, and the organisers are always, you know, are great people, but they're always going to say it was really busy because they want me to book to do a show. But I'd love to hear what you think and what the atmosphere's like, and if everyone's really happy to be there, and because it's one of the first shows that's on since everything's been locked down, so it's a bit exciting. It's very exciting. Okay. Right, so now I've got my little cushion, and I've got another bit of thread ready to go, and I've sort of taken the precaution of using hand quilting thread, just so that it's super strong, and I've doubled it over. I'm going to pop a knot in the end, then I can go down through the center. Oh, Joe, is it? Oh, wow, it's your first time going. Okay, so I've been down through the center. I'm going to come back up again in the same spot, and I'm going to thread my needle, or put my needle through the loop that I created by knotting off the other end. And that way I can just pull it down into the center and get a little bit of an indent. Again, I don't know if that's right or not, but we'll find out, won't we? So that's in. All right, so I'm guessing we do this. We put our needle through that one into the center, and then we'll bring this back up over the top, and that will meet there. Just tell me I'm going to get faster, won't you? Well, you can all go and have a nap, really. All right, how do we do? Okay, that's one on. One. Oh, now I don't know where I want to go. I could go, look, let's go all out, shall we? Let's do the dragons. It's sort of, you know, it's not Christmas fabric, but when you fold it all up like this, it's not about the design on the fabric anymore. Oh, I can see this is going to be fun. Have I gone the wrong way? Oh no. So that one will sit there and it will come up over the edge. There we go. Ah, good fun. There's no reason, is there, why you couldn't instead of the double folding as well, if you've got a stash of ribbon, you could actually use ribbon as well. Two. I won't bore you and go right round, but see how easy this is. This is really good. Mine is not going to look anywhere near as flash as Merle's. Hers is precision. I can tell that she has made a few. Oh, gone the wrong way. Round there. Up and over. Oh, I see what you've got to do. You've got to secure this. You've got to secure the one underneath before you bring this one over, or they all move around. There we go. Alright, so you've got the hang of that. So you just keep... There's no point in trying to convince you I know what I'm doing now, because I was very honest and said I hadn't done this before. I can't see a reason why you couldn't do an oval one. Don't know. And then of course you can, as you go and you get them on, you can just bunch them up and rearrange them so that they sit evenly and they're nice and snug all the way around. So I'm going to keep doing this one. Let's get one done for Christmas. Now, Mel's got double thing going on here. She's got a beautiful little covered button on one side. And then she's got a sew-on button on the other. So I think you'd be able to do anything, I would assume, but I know that you're going to need to be able to sew and secure something on nice and tight in that middle to hold all of those raw edges, those points in place, and make sure they don't move around too much. But that one's been finished off beautifully. So buttons are probably going to be the go. You know me, I put a Suffolk puff anywhere, but I think the button's the go. And Merle has cunningly, she's sewn this, I would say, right through. So this will be knotted off under here somewhere, and it's gone right through the actual cushion inside. And that makes that lovely and secure to hang. You know, and all of the ones that we've had on this week have been beautifully, beautifully made. So I think I'm going to have to master this and make some more. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. Lovely. Now I've got some other things to show you tonight as well that Deb's made and that Christina's made. So let me just get these out of the way. As I said, we'll keep it short and sweet tonight. And I am sorry, but the head's thumping. The head is thumping. And I'm a grumpy girl when I've got a migraine. So I will be back in the morning, I promise. Well, let me show you these. Now I love these, and Deb Burt made these, and we had them at our exhibition. She popped them in, and they are fabric bonbons. So you know how we've been talking about you know, making things. We were doing it with Em the other day, making things that can be used again. So, you know, fabric present bags, and back to making stockings and everything. These are really gorgeous, and these are little dishes to pop on the table or to give to people with chocolates and shortbreads and things inside. And these are really lovely. Look at that. So, I didn't ask Deb how she did it, but I'm pretty sure you start with 2 squares of fabric and you sew them together and bag them out with some batting inside, and then Deb has gathered them up about an inch and a half in from each end, and where she's gathered them, she's covered them with ribbon, and so this is what happens. So you get this lovely little opening at the top. Now Emma's mum Colleen, as we all know, is the Lindt chocolate ball queen, and so if Colleen was here, I'd be able to ask her very accurately how many she thinks she can fit in there. But they're really, really lovely, and I, you know, going back to what we were talking about, just as a left field thing, we were talking about advent calendars. Advent calendars for grown-ups. Doesn't need to be on a wall. You could have a mantelpiece, and you could just have a whole heap of these sitting along a mantelpiece, and every day you'd just be able to walk past and go, take the chocolate out and have one. You could have them as a bonbon advent. I think they're really, really nice and so smart on the Christmas table. Just lovely, something like that. I'll put them back. I'll set them over here on the shelf. Oh yes, please don't forget, your basket pattern, festive basket pattern, is free on our website. And now we were talking about fussy cutting under the Australian sun stripes last night, and they're on special until tomorrow night. So I just wanted to pop that back up and remind you of that as well. All right, now onto the tree. Deb didn't send one, she sent a whole galaxy of stars. Aren't they? I think you can see them okay there. I don't know if the other shot's any better. That's a bit better. There you go. So look at them all. Aren't they beautiful? I think they're just staying on my tree. I don't think they're going home. I think they're just staying, and then I can just wheel the tree out to the lounge room and the tree's done. Woohoo! No, seriously, they are lovely. And I love this fabric in here. The Deb's popped in some of them. It's purple, purpley pinky red. Look. Just, oh sorry, get rid of the ginger beer. Get rid of the foam. Look at that. Who's talking about my migraine? Oh, did someone say drugs? Oh, we're getting drug advice as well. Thanks, Kath. No, Kath, I just need my chiropractor and a good lie down. That's all it is. I've been cutting and cutting and cutting for block of the month. There you go. Look, but it's just, never mind me. Look at the stars. Look. These are lovely. And I think they would be so much fun to make as well. So there's big ones, there's little ones, and some have got little snowman. Got little snowman buttons on the middle. Lovely, lovely. Now, they came in one big pack with a note, so I put it on the tree. Josie's written a note to go with her things, it says. And so I have to hope I've got Josie's right, Deb, between the two of you. So I will watch for your comments in a minute. But I'm hoping they're Deb's. I'm pretty sure they are, because she sent me that whole pack, and then she also sent me Gidget. I don't know if there's a pattern for those, but you know, I can do the research for you. I'm not doing Maggie's snowman tonight. I'm doing him in the morning. I've just pushed him out tomorrow morning. No, they're not EPP either, Jeanette. Oh well, we will find out. I have the knowledge. I have the contacts, but because she sent, there was that pack there, because she packed up all of Josie's and hers together, and then there was all these gorgeous ones, and these are bigger stars, bigger stars. So look at these. Look. Now this, you know, for me, this gets really special because we're looking at fabrics here that are out of print. So there's a very nice bit of Under the Australian Sun. Wait, Deb's back. The pattern for the stars is on Pinterest. Right, we'll get onto that. And this was Lake Fusions, which has also left the building. So that star's extra special, Deb. Just beautiful. Stay there, folks. I'm going to get the other ones down. Now she's got a bit fancy here. Bit fancy here, this one. Nice bit of original UTAS under the Australian sun there with a little angel in the middle. So cool. Look at you with your metallic thread too. Look at that. Joan, you are the queen. Thank you. She goes, I don't have to look. I don't even know why I'm here, really. You're all over this. We've got the link. We've got everything going on. Now, look at this. She's gone all out. We've got layer upon layer. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So that one, that's begging to go on the top of the Christmas tree, that one. At this size, Deb, that one underneath, you know, that's almost placemat worthy, isn't it? Bunting, we're going to turn them into bunting, Meg. Bunting, bunting. That thing you sent, Meg, is unbelievable. That's tomorrow morning. I'm very, very impressed. Yeah, and I'm going to have to make one. I have to make these too. These are just beautiful. All right, I'm going to pop these back up here. Just lovely. And you know what? And they're sturdy. They're not flimsy decorations. So on the website there's this area where that you're supposed to, like when we got the platform that we bought to do the website, there's a bit where you're supposed to write your blog. I love writing, but I like writing when I'm inspired to write, not having to write at the same time every day. Thanks, Joan. Same time, like not like a dear diary that you do it every day. And so I said to Stephen, don't call it blog, call it gossip, because that's probably when I'm going to want to talk to the girls as well. I've got some gossip. I completely forgot, never put anything in there. So this is probably one of the first things I should put in. Go at the other night when we talked, and Joan got the thing for me, and here's how you make them, and I'll make some up. That's that little blog communication area that should be being used. So I need to do that. Now Deb sent these as well, and these are rather gorgeous. She's been very busy. So that is one of those lovely hexagon rings. So we've had a couple of those, but this one is very nice under the Australian sun. Bit of fusions, bit of Hampton. So that's beautiful, and I do like these. I do like them. Could make one for Em for Christmas because it's sort of honeycomb, couldn't I? And I could hang it on a jar of honey for her because she loves bees. And this one's lovely too, look. So I'm assuming too, Deb, that was a pentagon, right? And then you fold it in the corners, and then we end up with a star in the middle. Clever. Clever, clever. Very nice. Look, and there's another one there. It's got little pearls on it. So they are beautiful also. The one thing that I was very happy to find this week, we have suitcases, you can imagine, we have suitcases and suitcases of quilts, and I go through them now on a regular basis because I think, ooh, what'll I pull out? What can I put on the wall behind me when we do Facebook? What needs rethinking, or maybe there's an opportunity to use something again. So at the moment I've got out my original piecing sampler. So while we're doing the applique sampler at the moment, I have one that was for teaching piecing, but I want to pull elements out of that and use it for something else. And we pulled out the original Snoozing Under the Australian Sun. I think it was a big bed runner, and we did that in the brown and pink 12 years ago. I want to give it a whole new look because we've got the pink and teal border stripe going onto bolts at the moment. I'll be able to show you that maybe tomorrow or next week. I'll show it to you. And I've got my little piece that got air freighted to me from Japan to check it. So that's now being bolted, but I think, yeah, we'll remake it. Anyway, sorry. So we pull the suitcases down and we do a bit of a reshuffle and we move around which ones that we've got out in the house, all that sort of stuff. Found my advent calendar, didn't I? I kept saying a week, I don't have an advent calendar. I don't have one. I do. This is mine. Okay, it may not be complete at the moment. Give me a break. But this is my one I did with my origami block. So what you do with this is I'm pretty sure I got it right, didn't I? 5, 8. Yeah, I did. Anyway, there's 24. There's 24. Is that right? I can't remember. 4, 9, 16, 21, 24, 25. No, it is. So what I do with this is make the origami blocks, obviously. Just make a whole heap of them up and just set them into the diamond, as you can see. And then you, as you know, with these, they open up. They open up like that. So you can write little notes inside because that piece of fabric inside is stuck on and it's a separate piece. So, you know, you can just write words of wisdom for a grown-up advent calendar, or you actually use a pretty little thread, so a little bit of gold pearl thread or something, and you sew 3 tips together, and then it's like a pocket, and then you can stick your little lint chocolate tab down in there, or whatever you want to put in there. So I found it. I don't know if we had a pattern for it. We may have ages ago, but what I've done, I did pop up. So I just thought I would do this. So I popped up our origami pattern that's got lots of different projects in it on special till tomorrow night as well for you. So that's what the pattern looks like if you haven't seen it done before. And this pattern has got inside an evening bag, pin cushion, a European size cushion cover, my origami table runner. So there are patterns available with that separately, but there's also an origami kimono shaped wall hanging. This size block that's on the origami is the one that I have used, sorry, on the wall hanging is the one that I've used to do this. So make a note, come back and watch later, have a little bit of a play. But yeah, so that's my advent. And it's sort of Christmas colours, but it's still oriental fabric, but it still works. And you can then the rest of the year just pull the bits of string out and lay it over a couch. It doesn't have to be advent all year round. Now, last but not least, this is Christine Davey's beautiful decoration for Christmas that she sent down for us. She'll be very delicate with it because it's got some gorgeous gum nuts on it. If I hold that up there for you to see first. Isn't that just lovely? I'll give you a close-up. There we go. Just beautiful. Oh my goodness. Love it. So this is, now Sharon, you had some like this, didn't you, that we had up? Could you put a photo in the middle of the hexie ring? Yes, Lorraine. That's very smart. Look at that, and she's put some little red ones on the top as well, so it's going to yeah, Sharon, these are like the ones that you made, I think. But we've got some Aussie bling going on there. Just beautiful. Lovely. So again, thank you so much to everyone that has been sending in their decorations. Really appreciate it. I got some lovely photos of some today too. So we might try and work out in the morning how to get those up so I can show them to you during tomorrow morning's show. So please forgive me, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go and sit down with a quiet cuppa. And I shall be back tomorrow morning. I might be able to talk Rob into just, you know, do you think just doing the neck? I think so. We might do that. But listen, it's no excuse for you. Let's get sewing. There's lots that you can get done now because I've finished up early. So it's time to get cracking on the sewing for the evening, and I shall see you bright and cheery and chirpy tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and we'll do the last of our specials. We will make a couple more things in the morning, do a couple of demos, last of the specials through, and then it's going to be a race till 6 o'clock when it's all over tomorrow night. All right, so bye for now. See you in the morning.